Hey there, fellow parents. Let's be real, babies are adorable, but they're also these tiny little mystery boxes. Like, they can't just use their words to tell us what they need, which is, honestly, kind of rude. Just kidding. But seriously, they do try to communicate with us. It's like they're speaking a secret language that we need to decode. And that's what we're here to do today. We're diving deep into the world of baby communication. Get ready to finally understand what your little one is trying to tell you. Over the next few chapters, we'll uncover 18 common things babies try to communicate. From hunger pangs to needing a diaper change, we've got you covered. So grab your baby, a comfy spot, and let's unlock the secrets of baby talk. Okay, let's start with the basics. Hunger. Babies gotta eat, right? And they're not exactly subtle about it. One minute they're these tiny angels, the next minute they're like, feed me, or feel my wrath. So, how can you tell if your little munchkin is ready for a meal? Well, one telltale sign is rooting. Another sign is when they start sucking on their hands or fingers. It's like they're saying, hey, remember that delicious milk? Yeah, I want some more of that. Because let's be honest, sometimes a good, old-fashioned cry is the only way they know how to get our attention. It's like their emergency broadcast system for when those hunger pangs hit hard. So, the next time you see your baby rooting, sucking, or letting out a hungry cry, remember, they're just trying to tell you they need some fuel for all that growing and exploring they're doing. Okay, new parents. Babies are tiny party animals who don't know when to call it a night. They're all about that 24/7 lifestyle, but even the most energetic baby needs to recharge. How do you know if your little one is ready to hit the hay? Yawning is a universal sign of tiredness. Another sign is eye rubbing. And then there's the classic fussiness. If your little one is losing their cool, cue the lullabies and settle them for a nap. A well-rested baby is a happy baby, making life more enjoyable for everyone. Okay, this one is pretty straightforward, like even Jason Mendoza could figure it out. If your little nugget is squirming around, kicking their legs like they're in a tiny baby mosh pit, or just generally seems uncomfortable, it might be time for a diaper change. And trust me, you'll know. You'll definitely know. It's like a symphony of smells that could knock out a demon from the bad place. But hey, it's all part of the parenting journey, right? Just remember to approach the situation with love, a sense of humour, and maybe a clothespin for your nose. Because, as we all know, changing a diaper is a true test of parental love. All right, so your little one has been fed, changed, and they're not even tired. Yet they're still letting out these adorable little cries that somehow tug at your heartstrings like a celestial being playing a harp made of pure empathy. Well, my friend, it sounds like you've got yourself a classic case of the hold-me's. Babies are basically tiny little cuddle monsters. They crave your warmth, your scent, and the comforting sound of your heartbeat. Think about it, for 9 months they were all cozy and snuggled up in, well, you know, so naturally they want to be close to you. It makes them feel safe, loved, and secure. Okay, so you walk into the nursery and you find your little angel peacefully sucking away on their thumb or fingers. Now, before you go full-on chiddy and start spiraling about potential thumb-sucking habits, just take a breath. It's totally normal, and actually kind of adorable. Babies are born with a natural sucking reflex, and it's a way for them to self-soothe and find comfort. It's like their own little built-in stress reliever, a tiny binky they always have on hand. Okay, new parent hack. Babies are basically tiny, adorable Goldilocks. They need everything to be just right, especially the temperature. If your little one is acting fussy and playing strip poker with their onesie, they might be trying to tell you they're too hot. On the flip side, if they're all bundled up but still shivering like they're hanging out with penguins, they're probably too cold. It's all about finding that sweet spot, people. And no, unfortunately, they can't just tell you what they need. Rude, right? So, how do you crack the code? A good rule of thumb is to feel their tummy or the back of their neck. If it feels clammy, they might be overheated. If it's cold, well, you get the picture. Remember, babies can't regulate their temperature as well as we can, so it's important to pay attention to their cues. Now go forth and create the perfect baby-friendly climate. We've all been there, right? That feeling of, oh my gosh, I need to get out of this party and put on my comfy pants right now. Babies can get overstimulated too, even if their party is just a playmat with a million squeaky toys. You know the signs. Face crinkles up, waterworks start, and playtime is over. Remove the baby from the situation. Take them to a quiet, dimly lit room. Sometimes they just need a break from all the excitement. Go ahead, put on those comfy pants. Babies can get bored too. Yes, even though their lives are basically eat, sleep, poop, repeat. They're tiny humans with big feelings. If they're fussy for no reason, they might be bored. Mobile is a generous term when you can't even crawl yet. So, how do you entertain them? Switch up their toys, take them for a walk, or try tummy time. Simple things like singing or making silly faces can be incredibly stimulating. Bon voyage! Okay, new parents, let's talk teething. It's a tough time for everyone. They're gnawing on anything they can get those tiny little hands on. The good news is, teething pain is totally normal. It just means those pearly whites are trying to make their grand entrance. And trust me, they'll be here before you know it. But don't worry, there are things you can do to help. A cool washcloth, a chilled teething ring, or gentle gum massage can work wonders. Alright, so we've covered teething, but sometimes your baby's fussiness might be a sign of something else. It's like trying to crack a code, only this code is your tiny human's way of saying, hey, something's not quite right here. Now, I'm not a doctor, shocking, I know, but there are a few telltale signs that your little one might be under the weather. A fever, a runny nose, a cough, or even just a change in their eating or sleeping habits can all be red flags. And then there's the crying. You know that cry? The one that's different from their I'm hungry cry or their I need a diaper change cry. It's like a cry that's coming from a deep, dark place of discomfort. Yeah, that one. When in doubt, always, always, always check in with your pediatrician. They are the experts after all. And trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so maybe your baby isn't hungry, tired, or teething. Maybe they just want a little attention. And honestly, who can blame them? I mean, have you seen their parents? They're pretty great. Babies are social creatures. They crave interaction, just like we do. So when your little one is cooing, babbling, or giving you those big, adorable eyes, they're basically saying, hey, pay attention to me. I'm awesome. And the best way to respond? Give them what they want. Talk to them, sing to them, make silly faces at them. Believe me, even the most ridiculous faces will have them giggling. It's like their own personal stand-up comedy show. Because at the end of the day, all your baby really wants is to feel loved and connected. And sometimes, all it takes is a little bit of attention to make their whole world light up. Okay, new parents, listen up. Babies are basically tiny contortionists. Sometimes they arch their backs or stiffen their bodies. That's a baby's way of saying they're uncomfortable. Maybe their onesie is itchy, or the position you're holding them in is wonky. A happy baby isn't contorting in discomfort. Check their diaper, adjust their clothing, try a different holding position. A little detective work can keep those baby frowns turned upside down. Listen, I get it. When you're a new parent, the idea of a routine can seem about as realistic as a unicorn tea party. But trust me, babies thrive on consistency. Think of it like this. They're new to this whole being a human thing. They don't understand why their tummies rumble, or why they suddenly feel the urge to sleep for 16 hours straight. That's where a routine comes in. By establishing consistent times for meals, naps, and bedtime, you're giving your baby a sense of predictability in their otherwise unpredictable little lives. It's like a comforting rhythm that helps them feel safe and secure. And when babies feel safe and secure, they're less likely to turn into tiny little tyrants who rule your every waking moment. Okay, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but you get the point. Routine equals good, chaos equals, well, let's just say it's not pretty. Remember those adorable gummy smiles you used to get from your little one whenever you'd flash them a grin? Well, get ready for a whole new level of cuteness, because once your baby hits the 4 to 6 month mark, they might start showing some serious interest in the food you're eating. I'm talking eye-tracking your every bite, reaching for your plate with grabby little hands, maybe even some serious drool action. It's like they're saying, "Hey, what's that deliciousness you're putting in your mouth? And why am I not a part of this culinary experience?" And while it's tempting to share your fries with your adorable dinner companion, it's important to remember that babies' digestive systems aren't quite ready for the full-blown foodie experience just yet. But those eager little grabs and fascinated stares, they're definitely signs that your little one is ready to start exploring the wonderful world of solid foods. Okay, so your little one is scooting around like they're late for a sale on baby shoes. It's about that incredible urge to explore. Babies are hardwired to learn about the world around them, or at least their knees. This is a huge milestone, you guys. It means those muscles are developing and their coordination is improving. And let me tell you, watching them figure it out, pure joy. It's like watching a tiny, adorable scientist conducting the most important experiment of their lives. And yes, you do need to baby-proof your house, but it's about creating a world of wonder for your baby to discover. So grab your pom-poms, because those first wobbly steps are just around the corner. Let's talk about those adorable gurgles, coos and babbles. This is not just your baby being cute. This is language development in action. They're sending out sound waves, testing the waters. And you know what the most amazing part is? They're actually trying to communicate with you. Those babbles. They're saying, "Hey Mom, Dad, I see you." Treat every babble like it's the most important conversation. Because to your baby, it is. Your little one is basically a tiny Indiana Jones in a diaper. Babies are hardwired to learn about the world around them. Their tiny brains are on a mission to download all the knowledge. They'll grab, poke, and taste everything within reach. It might seem messy, but it's adorable and shows their drive to learn. Provide a safe and stimulating environment for exploration. Alright, get ready for some serious heart-melting because we're about to talk about attachment. This is that magical bond between you and your baby, and it's seriously one of the most beautiful things in the universe. You'll notice it in those precious moments when your baby locks eyes with you, like they're seeing right into your soul. And when they follow you around the room with their eyes, forget about it. It's like you're the sun and they're a teeny, adorable sunflower. This kind of attachment isn't just heartwarming, it's crucial for their emotional development and sense of security. It lets them know they're loved, protected, and have a safe haven in this crazy world. Plus, it lays the foundation for all their future relationships. So, soak up all those cuddles, kisses, and loving gazes. Because trust me, those tiny humans have a way of capturing our hearts in a way nothing else can. Well, there you have it. 18 amazing things your baby is trying to tell you. Remember, parenting is a wild ride, but it's also the most rewarding journey you'll ever take. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more parenting adventures. And hey, don't be shy. Share your own experiences and tips in the comments below. We're all in this together, folks. Until next time, happy parenting.